Get ready, Trendix fam, because we're diving headfirst into the wildest stories of the week. First up, Donald Trump is breaking ground on a massive new project at the White House. But what's really going on behind the scenes? He's kicked off construction for a massive ballroom, but details are scarce, and the public is buzzing with questions about the scale and secrecy of this ambitious undertaking. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. Then, we're asking the ultimate question. Who would you want to be trapped in a room with for the most epic conversation ever? We've got some dream celebrity pairings that will make you think about your own ultimate, stuck in a room with fantasy lineup. Plus, the WNBA playoffs are heating up as the Atlanta Dream face off against the Indiana Fever in a must-watch showdown. After a nail-biting Game 1, who's going to dominate the court in Game 2? We've got the inside scoop on this intense playoff battle. And finally, get ready for a heartwarming indie film, Childish Things, a cross-country road trip with a twist that's hitting the big screen. This passion project is all about self-discovery and embracing your journey, and we're breaking down what makes it so special. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. President Trump's White House Ballroom project, a deep dive. Talk about a construction zone. President Donald Trump is making major moves on the White House South Lawn, initiating the construction of a massive 90,000-square-foot ballroom. This isn't just any ballroom. It's a long-held dream for Trump, envisioned to host world leaders with the grandeur befitting the nation's capital. Crews are already on site, clearing trees and preparing the ground for what's described as one of the most significant changes to the People's House in a century. The project, reportedly costing around $200 million, is shrouded in a notable degree of secrecy. Architectural plans and exact location details haven't been widely released, and the project hasn't gone through the typical review process with the National Capital Planning Commission. While White House officials describe the initial work as a preservation stage, involving the careful relocation of trees to an off-site nursery, images show significant land preparation. This undertaking has also led to temporary relocations of offices within the East Wing, including those of the First Lady. Trump has a history with this vision, recalling in his book, Time to Get Tough, how he was inspired to build a proper facility after seeing inadequate tent structures used for state dinners. He's promised private funding for the project, aiming to project national power and beauty with a state-of-the-art venue, capable of seating over 600 guests, a significant upgrade from the current largest room's capacity of 200. The news has sparked considerable discussion online, with many questioning the transparency and necessity of such a large-scale project. Analysts are weighing in on the potential implications for the historic landscape and the precedent set by the expedited construction process. Meanwhile, Trump himself has expressed enthusiasm, calling it a magnificent structure during recent press briefings. But is this ballroom the biggest shakeup happening? We're about to find out who makes the cut for the ultimate, stuck in a room with conversation. The ultimate celebrity, stuck in a room with dream team. Forget awkward silences and forced small talk. We're diving into the ultimate icebreaker. Who would you want to be stuck in a room with for an unforgettable conversation? This isn't about survival. It's about sparking the most absurd, insightful, and downright entertaining dialogue imaginable. Maitland's Dream Rotation offers a masterclass in conversation curation. Imagine this: Danny DeVito and Andy Kaufman riffing off each other with their signature wild energy, creating a comedic whirlwind. Then, the legendary Meryl Streep enters, not just as an observer, but to impart some profound, life-changing wisdom, perhaps with a glass of wine in hand, adding a layer of sophisticated gravitas to the unfolding chaos. It's a blend of raw humor, unexpected insights, and pure star power. This concept taps into our fascination with celebrity personalities and the hypothetical scenarios we create. It's a fun way to explore who we admire, whose minds we'd love to pick, and whose dynamics we imagine would be most compelling. The idea of combining vastly different personalities for a unique exchange resonates with the internet's love for what-if scenarios and fan casting. Social media is already buzzing with people sharing their own dream, stuck in a room with lists, from historical figures to modern-day icons. It's a playful prompt that reveals a lot about what people value in conversation and who they find most fascinating. Who would be in your ultimate rotation? Let us know. From dream conversations to playoff battles, the intensity is rising. Get ready for a WNBA showdown as the Atlanta Dream clash with the Indiana Fever. WNBA Playoffs, Dream vs. Fever Game 2 Showdown. The WNBA playoffs are in full swing, and the first-round series between the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever is heating up. After the Dream secured a crucial 1-0 series lead in Game 1, all eyes are on Gainbridge Fieldhouse for a pivotal Game 2 that could shift the momentum entirely. In their opening victory, the Atlanta Dream showcased a dominant performance, with Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard both scoring 20 points. The team's efficiency at the free throw line, making 19 out of 21 attempts, was a key factor in their win. The game remained tight through 3 quarters, but the Dream pulled away in the fourth with a decisive 9-0 run, fueled by clutch plays from Howard, including a three-pointer and technical free throws following fouls on the Fever's Odyssey Sims and coach Stephanie White. For the Indiana Fever, Kelsey Mitchell led the scoring with 27 points, supported by Aaliyah Boston's strong all-around game with 8 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. This matchup highlights the contrasting strengths of both teams. The Dream are proving to be a formidable force, demonstrating resilience and clutch performance when it matters most. The Fever, despite the Game 1 loss, have dynamic players like Mitchell and Boston capable of turning the tide. This series is shaping up to be a thrilling contest, with every possession carrying significant weight. Fans are eagerly anticipating Game 2, dissecting the strategies and player matchups that will decide the outcome. The performance of key players like Howard and Mitchell will undoubtedly be crucial, as will the ability of both teams to execute under playoff pressure. The intensity is palpable as the Fever look to even the series on their home court. Keep your eyes glued to the court, but don't go anywhere. Next up, we're exploring a heartwarming indie film that's all about the journey of growing up. Childish Things, an indie film's journey to Orono. Get ready for a cinematic treat as the Maine-made indie film, Childish Things, makes its premiere this Wednesday at Black Bear Cinemas. This mockumentary-style movie, produced by Cassidy Pictures, follows a unique cross-country road trip that promises self-discovery, unexpected connections, and a deep dive into what it truly means to grow up. The story centers around Nick, a 30-year-old musician, and Julie, a free-spirited woman he meets on a teal bus traveling from South Portland, Maine, to Los Angeles. Nick's initial goal is to shed his youthful tendencies and retire his beloved tour bus, all while his longtime girlfriend hopes he'll finally settle down. However, the journey prompts Nick to grapple with his plans and perhaps his definition of maturity. The film explores themes of personal growth, questioning societal expectations, and finding one's own path, as writer and cameraman Cash Cassidy puts it, not necessarily conforming to someone else's idea of what that means. What makes Childish Things particularly special is its authentic feel, achieved through improvised dialogue and a cast comprising friends and family. Lead actors Nick Cassidy and Guinevere Berthelot, Julie, bring a natural chemistry to their first-time encounter on screen. Cash Cassidy, who filmed the entire movie, drew inspiration from his brother's passion for acting and YouTube, collaborating on projects that culminated in this feature. Despite a modest $8,400 budget and a tight filming schedule, the team embraced the learning process, with Cash discovering new filming techniques mid-shoot. The film cleverly incorporates real-life connections, with characters played by the founders' actual friends and family, adding a layer of genuine intimacy. The film's premiere in Orono is generating buzz, especially with the unique offering of touring the actual teal bus used in the movie. The filmmakers hope for a strong turnout, particularly from students who can attend for free thanks to UMaine Student Government's Free Movie Wednesday. This project embodies the spirit of independent filmmaking, proving that passion, creativity, and a willingness to learn can bring a compelling story to life. From the silver screen to the digital world, we've got all the trending stories. Don't go anywhere, we're about to wrap it all up with a lightning round recap. And that's a wrap on today's Trendix rundown. We saw Donald Trump kick off construction on a massive new ballroom at the White House. We explored the ultimate celebrity, stuck in a room with fantasy conversations. We witnessed the Atlanta Dream take a commanding lead against the Indiana Fever in the WNBA playoffs. And we got a sneak peek at the heartwarming indie film, Childish Things. Loved this episode? Then smash that like button, subscribe to Trendix for more awesome content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. Let us know in the comments which story you found most fascinating. See you next time.